Well, the time is 7:44. Let's check your weather on the fours with meteorologist Nate Larsen in for Thomas today. You know, Nate, we need some relief from the heat.
I guess you got to go jump in the Colorado River, Brian, right? Hey, beautiful start to the day. This is the Red Cliffs Lodge camera. We've got, another hot day in store. A little bit of cloud cover showing up in parts of the state. We've got a few clouds hanging out around the Salt Lake Valley as well. But yeah, we got to find ways to beat the heat. Maybe you're just staying indoors where it's nice and air conditioned, or you're finding a waterway to recreate safely in because temperatures, we do have an excessive heat warning. So you want to limit time outdoors if you can. Be sure to pack lots of water. We'll kind of highlight more of those areas as well. High pressure still the main feature in the forecast. It's parked over the Four Corner region, ushering up some southwest flow. As far as satellite and radar is concerned, not a whole lot flaring up this morning, but we will see a more active pattern into the afternoon, so be prepared for that. We've got the heat sticking around, kind of your headlines there for your headlines this morning. Again, some of the monsoon moisture playing a role. We had some showers roll through portions of Salt Lake County yesterday. Again, later this afternoon and evening, we expect to see a similar pattern. And air quality. Yep, we've been watching that with all the fires out there. We are expected to stay in the moderate category for today. We've had some pockets over the last couple of days where we've had unhealthy for sensitive groups, especially when you're downwind of some of those fires burning across the state. So Strong Ridge is really set up. Talked about kind of a copy and paste of the forecast. It really doesn't fluctuate much as we run through the forecast. This is the upper level wind chart essentially showing this ridge not really moving much into the weekend. This is Saturday. We do see, again, more hot temperatures, a little bit of subtropical moisture being swept up within the flow, generating the potential for some showers and storms. So futurecast showing again generally central southern Utah have the best chance of seeing more precipitation, but we do have some storms that could flare up in northern Utah, northwestern Utah, especially into eastern Nevada, the potential for some dry thunderstorms. So enough moisture to generate some instability and generate these thunder showers, but not enough moisture potentially to actually hit the ground. So if those lightning strikes do occur and there's no rain associated with them, they could really cause an impact with some of the fire starts and things. So this is into Thursday evening, a similar pattern, more isolated to scattered showers and storms are popping up, and we're going to continue to see this pattern into Friday. So we're going to keep a chance of isolated, if not a slight chance of thunderstorms in the forecast all the way into the weekend. Of course, if you're recreating down in the southeastern portion of the state, the national park areas have a probable risk of seeing some flash flooding today with all the thunder showers that are expected. Areas like Bryce and Zions National Park, Glen Canyon, possible chances of flash flooding, as we are going to be tracking some of these thunderstorms later this afternoon into the evening hours. Regional forecast, hot temperatures, of course, across the board, not just down south, but up north along the Wasatch Front. 101 in Provo, Vernal 93, 90 Price, Moab 101, 97 in Bluff today. Tracking your 7-day forecast for St. George. Triple-digit heat, of course, common this time of year all the way through the end of the week, the weekend into early next week. Breezy winds and a slight chance of showers and storms. Again, typically St. George gets left out a lot of the activity, but of course east of I-15 expecting a lot of that thunderstorm development in the national park areas. So Wasatch Front, chance of thunderstorms, some breezy winds, triple-digit heat all the way through the weekend into next week as well. Temperatures might be slightly cooler if we do get some precipitation out there. Overnight lows in the 70s. If we're checking in on traffic, again, temperatures